Hey everyone, this is LordDavon again, and today I am bringing you the Sigelei Ovale V8 from Shenzhen Cigarette Technology. Okay, so it's Sigelei Ovale V8. Not to be confused with Ovale, the cigarette manufacturer, Ovale USA, and the ones who came out with the Ellipse and the e-cig. They had nothing to do with this. This is Sigelei, whatever it is. This is their Ovale line. They have a line of e-cigarettes called Ovale, and this is the V8. This was the V6, and this is the V8. So this comes courtesy. Yeah, this comes courtesy of Discount Vapors. Thank you very much, guys. This particular unit is white with black buttons, as you can see. It does have a red display and a blue beam around the, blue light around the LED, blue LED around the button. It's been a long weekend. So it does come with this little 510 to Ego adapter, and it takes two 18350 batteries in a dual configuration. And I'm going to pull one of these just to show you something real quick. The base where you plug the positive end of this battery is recessed, so you're going to need a battery that has the little top on it. If you don't have a battery with the top, it's not going to make a connection in these things. So I'm going to pop the battery back in. I hate these little pull cords for the batteries. Make it difficult. Get in there. I gotta compress the spring right. Get in there. Alright. Now, something to take note of, at least on this review unit, one of the sides of the casing doesn't seem to seal down like the other side. I don't know if that's just this particular unit, but something I'm taking notice of. It doesn't affect the actual overall function of the unit, and unlike the V6, where you could squeeze it and it would kind of split apart at times, this one's glued pretty solid, so you can squeeze it all you want, it's not coming apart. I like that. It is a more solid build, although it does have a plasticky feel to it. The grip feel is really, really nice. Now, this uses pulse width modulation, which means that it basically goes to a high voltage and then to almost a non-existent voltage in pulses. And it does this several times a second, and for the time that it's on, for the time that it's off, the longer time it's on, the more voltage it gives from the time that it's off. So if we go 7, and this one does 7, if we go 7 volts for 50% of the time, we're going to be at 3.5 volt average, and that's what you're adjusting here. Now I'll let you know, I did hook this up to my little meter, and I've got this set right now. We'll set it to 4. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll set it to 4. 4.0. And we're going to hook it up to my little meter. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. You can see the pulses, and you can see that very bottom number over on the right hand side is the average voltage. So at 4 volts under load, because I do have a cartomizer on here, I'm getting an average of 3.4 volts. For some reason though, 3.4 on one of these hits harder than a standard 3.4. I think it's got something to do with the top end, the full pulse, affecting the cartomizer faster or better or whatever. So when you're using one of these, bear in mind that it very well could be that you're at a lower voltage hitting something that you would normally hit at 4. Let's say you would do it on this one at 3.5 or 3.4. you do get the 0.1 increment of the voltage, and that does seem to be consistent. You know, the actual duty, or the voltage average for this, it does seem to work in about 0.1 variations. So they got that right. And that's not too bad. I'm going to turn off my oscilloscope now. So how does it work? Well, it works pretty good. I've been putting on several cartomizers. I do like the E1. That's my favorite cartomizer right now, so I'll put that on there. And I'm going to dial this thing down to 3.4. 3.4. Works pretty good. Now I can turn this up if I want more vapor. I'll take it to 3.6. And it works okay. As with any variable voltage, you know, I tend to find that I like a lot of my stuff at lower voltages versus higher. Now, of course, lower on this would be the result of a higher on a standard variable voltage, but it's a nice little device. It has a good feel to it. Now, it's larger than the V6 was. This is the V6. This is the V8. And as you can see, it's larger, and the width is much more. So it's bigger in the hand. And I'm not so certain that left-handed people would be very comfortable with this. They would have to hold it grip side in to hit it with the thumb. Or I guess you could hold it this way and kind of finagle it with your finger. It does seem to be a right-handed device. But it's a comfortable device, and it does what it should. I mean, it lasts a long time. I've got two 900 mAh 18350s in here, and this thing has gone 24 hours on me. Well, not constant use. I do testing other things, but pretty good use out of it. And I haven't yet had the batteries die on me. I just pop them in the charger every 24 hours, kind of do a rotation. So it's pretty good. It's got a good solid feel to it, except that, you know, it does have a plasticky feel. But besides the plasticky feel, the grip, I do like the grip style PVs. I do. There's something about them where you can just pop it in your pocket, and you pull it out, and you vape. It's a neat little device. And the battery cover not closing has not actually given me any cause for alarm here. It hasn't made it any more flimsy. The battery cover is not coming off. It's a pretty solid design device. As a matter of fact, it's kind of hard to take off at times. Now that could just be this device. You may not get one, but it's a $30 device over at Discount Vapors. And I don't know what other people are going to sell them at, but again, it's a $30 device at Discount Vapors. Comes with the 510 to Ego connector, and it's a pretty solid device. You can get it in a kit. I didn't check their price on that, but I'm sure it's reasonable. And it's a neat little device. So, have I dialed it up to 6? Yeah, I've dialed it up to 6, and it does hit pretty powerful at that. You know, under load, I have taken it to 5 volts with a 1.8 ohm cartomizer. I don't have any 1.5s to test with. The last one died on me right before I did this review, so I don't know how high I could take that, but the 1.8 did work at 5 volts. And I used it a couple of times, and that was just too much for me, so I stopped at that point. But there you have it. This is the Sigelei? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Ovale V8, not to be confused with Ovale the company. They have nothing to do with this device, as far as I know. This does come from Shenzhen Cigarette Technology Company Limited. So, but it's a decent device. It's very inexpensive, and I like it. I do like it. All right. That being said, this is LordDavon. Let them know I sent you.